Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing out there? It's good to see everybody in the live. Excited to see you all. Come on into the room, get comfortable. And then, guys, look, do me a favor. Go down into the chat and let me know your name and let me know what city and state you are from. I think we're going to have folks from everywhere, hopefully, on the chat with us today. I'm excited to see you guys. Super awesome. I'm just checking my cell phone, trying to see what you guys are seeing. It's awesome. Looking forward to talking to all of you guys. Let's see. We got somebody from Hudson, Florida. I knew the Florida folks were going to be in the house today because today we've got exciting news for Florida. Let's see. Tavares, Florida, Houston, Texas. My Texas people are here. Who else do we have? We've got Austin, Texas, Orlando, Florida, Pembroke Pines, Florida. What's this? Jensen Beach, Florida. I don't even know where that is, but that's awesome. We've got all kinds of Texas and Florida people here. I am excited, guys, to see each and every one of you out today joining me and the OneNotary crew here on this YouTube live. As you're coming in, guys, keep telling me where you're from. Keep telling me your city and states. I'm excited to see it. And then the other thing, guys, I want you to do for me right now is go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and then make sure that you hit the notification bell. OneNotary has tons of awesome things coming out for you guys, so you do not want to miss any of it. So make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell. Jackie, you are in the right place. This is not just for Texas residents. This is for anybody who wants to watch, but especially for Florida folks and Texas folks. So you are absolutely positively in the right place today. So for any of you who may not know who I am, my name is Kendra Lewis. I am the founder of the Signing Agent Basics and Signing Agent Advanced Training Program. And I have just partnered up with OneNotary because they have an amazing platform that I wanted to tell everyone about. But I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit more about me, and then we're just going to jump straight into the OneNotary stuff. So again, guys, I am the founder of the Signing Agent Basics and Signing Agent Advanced Training Program. I put out information, free information in my YouTube channel every single week to help new notary signing agents and veteran signing agents become more productive and profitable in their business. And then for the people who want to go even further, who want to be signing agent savages, who want to know how I've managed to succeed and excel in this area of being a signing agent for over 13 years, I also have a signing agent advanced training program, guys, where I cut to the chase. I tell you the exact things that you need to know to be a successful signing agent. I don't give you all the fluff and the bluff, guys. I take it straight to the point and tell you the things, teach you the things that you need to know to be productive and profitable. And then, guys, I also have a remote online notarization training program. Obviously, we are here to talk about remote online notarization and a fabulous new platform because remote online notarization is becoming a bigger deal, and there is a tremendous opportunity for us as notaries and for us as signing agents to capitalize on this and get even more money and more business as online notaries. But like most things, there's a lot of stuff that you need to know. There's a lot of stuff that you need to learn. There's different pieces of things that you need to get so that you can become an online notary. And a lot of people have had problems trying to figure out all of those different steps. But guess what? You don't have to remake the wheel. You don't have to figure it out for yourself, guys, because I have already figured it out for you in my remote online notarization quick start training program. So if you go to my website, signingagentbasics.com, you can see all of the different training options that I offer, as well as my remote online notarization training as well. And then definitely, guys, make sure that you connect with me on my socials. I've got Facebook page, I've got an Instagram, I've got LinkedIn, and of course my YouTube channel. Guys, you definitely want to follow me on all of those different platforms because, again, I don't just give out good information on my paid stuff. I give you good information on my free YouTube videos and on my social medias as well. So even if at this time you don't want to do paid training, that's okay. You definitely still want to take advantage of the awesome free information that I give you on all of my socials. So, all right, you guys know who I am now. So we're going to go back for what you guys really came for. I know you guys didn't come here just to hear about me. I know that you came here to hear about the OneNotary platform and how you could become an online notary with 0 monthly fees. If that's what you came for, do me a favor, go down into the chat right now and say, yep, that's what I came for. I need to see that that's why you guys were here. So go down into the chat right now and say, yep, that's what I came for. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to start just kind of telling you about this awesome opportunity. So first off, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what remote online notarization is. I'm going to assume that all of you guys are here on this webinar because you already know what it is. But just in case you didn't, just in case we've got somebody that's curious, I'm going to tell you what remote online notarization is. So, remote online notarization is when a signer and the notary meet up in a virtual space via audio video. So basically with a webcam on their computer. And we've all done this before, guys. We've been on a Zoom call. We've been on a Skype call. We've been in some sort of AV communications with people before. So now in that audio video space, the notary is able to digitally notarize a document for a signer. Now, this is different from electronic notarization. In an electronic notarization, it's done in a virtual space on a computer, but the difference is that both the signer and the notary physically have to be in the same room at the same time, completing the transaction, completing the notarization. With remote online notarization, the signer and the notary are in two totally different places. They don't have to be in the same room. They don't have to be in the same city. They don't even have to be in the same state. You can be in two totally different places and still complete the notarization online. And remote online notarization has been around for several years, but there's been a few reasons why it hasn't been very popular. And the first reason for that is, folks just kind of like meeting face to face. The technology was a little bit scary for folks, and they're like, you know what? I know my pencil and my pen and my paperwork, so you know what? We'll just do it on paper. Well, with the pandemic and COVID-19, there is definitely a renewed interest in remote online notarization because everybody wants to social distance. We want to stay safe, and there is no safer place for them is in their home, and no safer place for you than in your home or in your office. So that's part of the reason why remote online notarization notarization has kind of gotten this renewed interest recently. But the other reason why it's gotten some renewed interest is because awesome new platforms like OneNotary have stepped up on the scene, making it easy for us to be remote online notary. So I'm going to tell you guys the truth. It took me a while to get into doing remote online notarizations because the cost was too much. The platforms that are currently out, most of those platforms charge pretty high fees for you to even start using them. They want upfront annual fees, and then some of them have ongoing monthly fees, and then they have fees per transaction. And so you guys were probably like me thinking, I don't want to, spend $200, $300, $400, $500 on this platform when I don't even know if I'm going to have the business yet to justify that cost. Am I the only one that was thinking that, or were you guys thinking that too? Let me know down in the chat if the cost of the platform was one of the reasons why you hadn't become as big on remote online notarization yet. So, a few months ago, OneNotary approached me and they were like, hey, we've got an awesome idea for an amazing new platform. And guys, they started talking to me about it and blew my mind, because the things that I wanted out of an online notarization platform is the things that they were offering. And then even better than that, they took the suggestions from notaries like myself who actually have to use these platforms to build a platform from the ground up. That is exactly what we are looking for. So that's what OneNotary has done. That's why I'm excited about it. And that's why I'm trying to tell as many of you guys about it as possible. So let me go into some information here with you about the OneNotary platform. So right now, the OneNotary platform is available for notaries in the state of Texas and for notaries in the state of Florida. But all of you guys who are in other states where permanent RON legislation has been enacted, don't worry. Trust me when I say OneNotary is working super duper hard, guys, to come to all of the states as quickly as possible. So trust me, even if they're not in your state yet, they are coming to your state soon. So make sure you keep watching this webinar so you'll have a leg up and you'll already know what's going on by the time that they make it to your state. So real quick, guys, I'm going to tell you the steps that it takes to become an online notary in the states of Texas and in the state of Florida. So here in Texas, we've got 4 main steps that we have to follow. First, you have to meet the state requirements. So in Texas, you basically have to already be a traditionally commissioned notary, and then you can become an online notary. Then you have to purchase a digital certificate and an e-notary seal. And another thing that OneNotary has done, they've done so many things to make this so simple for us. Another thing that they have done, guys, is partnered with IdenTrust. So they've got a link that you can go to IdenTrust to purchase the exact digital certificate that you need. Because again, that was one of the things that freaked me out initially. If you ever go to the IdenTrust page and just look at the certificates, there's tons of certificates. I had no clue initially which one I needed, but it's a no-brainer. They've told you exactly which digital certificate you need. So you get your digital certificate and your e-notary seal, super simple. You submit your application via the Texas Secretary of State website. And guys, I'm going to tell you, if you fill everything out right, you will get approved almost instantly. I got my online notarization commission, I want to say within 24 hours of submitting my info via email to the Texas Secretary of State. And then the last thing you do is you need to select a provider for the identity proofing and credential analysis. And that's where the OneNotary platform comes in. But OneNotary isn't just in Texas anymore. Florida, you guys are on deck starting Monday. you guys will be able to use the OneNotary platform as well. So here are the steps to become an online notary in Florida. So you'll need to meet the state requirements. And I believe, again, in Florida, that means that you also need to be a traditionally commissioned notary. Then you're going to get your digital certificate and e-notary seal. And again, you'll use that same super simple link to purchase the correct digital certificate. Then you do need to get a little bit more insurance. Florida wants you to have a $25,000 bond and an additional E&O insurance policy. Then you're going to select your platform. So a little bit different from Texas. You got to select a platform before you can get commissioned. But again, that's super simple. All you really have to do is tell them that you're going to be using the OneNotary platform. And then Florida does require that you complete a RON training course and pass the exam. But guys, the course runs, I think, anywhere. I saw prices from $20 to $50. So not expensive at all. And from what I saw, the exam was also super easy as well. So not difficult at all. And then once you do all of those items, you just submit your application form to your Department of State website. And then bam, you are also an online notary as well. And OneNotary is so awesome. I believe that they've got some links for you folks who are in Florida who are going, well, where do I go to get this? And where do I go to get that? I think that OneNotary has some links for you to help you find all of the things that you need to get your online commission as a Florida online notary. So then, let me talk to you a little bit about different types of platforms, because this is another thing that I told OneNotary I didn't like from other platforms, and the thing that I love that they did. So you basically have two types of platforms. There are employer style platforms, and then there are independent style platforms. So with employer style platforms, it's kind of like a call center. You basically sit at your computer and customers are routed to you to do the online notarization. But the thing about employer style platforms is you cannot bring your own personal clients to those platforms. You can only receive the clients that the platform sends to you. And then there are also independent style platforms. Now those, you can only bring your clients. They do not send any clients your way. So I was really frustrated about that, guys. I was like, why do I have to have two different platforms for this? Why can't I do both on one platform? I don't want to learn two platforms. I don't want to pay for two platforms. Why do I have to do that? Well, OneNotary said, you know what? You don't have to. We're going to create a hybrid platform. So what that means, guys, is that with the OneNotary platform, you can bring your own clients to the platform, and OneNotary will also send you clients to do notarizations for as well. So it is basically a one-stop shop. You don't have to do two different platforms. You don't have to learn two different things. Everything you need is right here in this one platform. So look, the next thing, again, that I want to stress to you guys is, unlike most of the other platforms out there, especially the independent style platforms, is there are no setup fees to be paid to OneNotary, and there are no monthly fees that you have to pay to OneNotary. You don't make any payments to OneNotary to use the platform. Again, guys, that was one of the biggest things that I hated. I hate having to pay money for this thing without even knowing if I'm going to have the business for it. But with OneNotary, you don't have to do that. There are no upfront monthly fees that you pay to the OneNotary platform. So then, of course, I know you want to know, well, how much money am I going to make if I use the OneNotary platform? Because again, none of us work for free. All of us want to make money. We want to get paid. So the pricing is different in Texas and in Florida, because in every state, each individual state has determined how much a signer can be charged for an online notarization. So this screen, guys, is showing you what Texas notaries, if you are a notary in the state of Texas, these are the fees that you will make using the OneNotary platform. So the signer will pay $31 or up to $31 for an online notarization with one seal. So guys, when you first start from your very first notarization that you do using the OneNotary platform for one of your clients, you will make $15 for that notarization. Now, here is another awesome thing that I love about OneNotary, because honestly, they could have just left it at 15 bucks and I'd have been like, wow, that's cool. But you actually get bonuses. You actually get a raise the more notarizations you complete on the platform. So guys, once you have completed 50 notarizations, then you will then start making $17 per notarization that you complete. But then look, I have to sound like an infomercial, but wait, there's more. Once you have completed 200 notarizations for your own clients on the OneNotary platform, then you will get paid $18 per notarization. So, all right, I'm excited about that. I don't know about you guys. But now I'm going to flip over and I do want to talk to you about Florida. Now, again, like I said, guys, each state determines how much can be charged for a notarization. So in the state of Florida, they've decided that it can only be charged up to $25 per notarization. So Florida notaries, your pay scale is going to be a little bit different because the amount that can be charged to the signer is different. So again, guys, as a Florida notary, when you start with your very first notarization where you bring your client to the platform, you will make $10 per notarization. But again, once you have completed 50 notarizations, you get bumped up, you get a raise, and you will make $12 per notarization. But wait, there's more again. Once you hit the 200 notarization level, you will get paid $13 per notarization. And guys, let me tell you, it's easy to sit at your computer and do 3, 4, 5 notarizations or more per hour. So we're talking, what's 13 times 4? Over $50 sitting on your computer doing online notarizations where you're safe. Again, you're able to social distance. You're not meeting with anyone face to face. You are safe in the comfort of your home, making $50 or more per hour, depending on how many notarizations you can do. But again, guys, like I said, the OneNotary platform is not just an independent platform. It is also an employer style platform. So OneNotary has done its own marketing and they have their own clients who want to come to the platform to get items notarized. So whether you're in Texas or whether you are in Florida, once you have completed 100 of your own notarizations, you will then have the opportunity to also do notarizations for OneNotary clients. And for each of those completed notarizations, you will get $6 per notarization. Guys, again, this is from the comfort of your home. You didn't have to do any marketing. You didn't have to do anything. All you had to do was sit at home in front of your computer and receive notarization requests. And again, you can mix it up. You can do your own clients as well as clients that you receive from the OneNotary platform. Another awesome thing is that you don't have to do any money collecting from the signers. OneNotary platform handles that. And then once a week, the money that you make from your notarizations is deposited directly into your bank. That's what I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong. I love going to my mailbox to get checks. But I like it even better when I can just open up my bank app and see money deposited in the bank. If you guys like that too, let me tell you, do me a favor, go down into the chat bar and say money in the bank, because I like seeing money in the bank. I bet you guys like seeing money in the bank as well. So now, guys, we've just got a comparison here between the OneNotary platform and a couple of the popular independent style platforms, which are DocVerify and Signix. And again, if you've been looking for a platform, you've probably looked at both of these platforms, and you probably did like I did. Like, your eyes started crossing when you started seeing how much these fees were that were charged. A couple of things that I want to point out, guys, with DocVerify and with Signix, when you bring your own clients to the platform, if for some reason the signing is unsuccessful, which, you know, it happens for various different reasons, you will get charged anywhere from $10 up to $24. And the signing didn't even get completed. The notarization didn't even get completed. So you will get charged for notarizations that don't get completed. Whereas with the OneNotary platform, you are not charged. You don't lose any money if you have an unsuccessful transaction. That's awesome. And that is amazing. And then another big thing that I want to point out is that OneNotary can store your videos for up to 10 years, again, at no additional cost to you. Most of the states, I want to say just about all of the states, require that you save the recordings of the videos for a certain period of time. OneNotary does this for you on the platform, whereas with DocVerify, you got to pay more if you want them to store it for you. And with Signix, they only store it on Zoom for 90 days. But again, guys, come back to this video, pause on this page, take a look at this chart so that you can see side by side a comparison of the OneNotary platform to a couple of the other popular independent style platform. Awesome. And then somebody was asking, are these slides going to be available later? This whole video is going to be available later for you to take a look at. So you can always come back and take a look at the information that is in here. All right, guys. So look, the next thing I want to show you is an actual notarization. I'm going to show you guys just how simple it is to use the OneNotary platform. While I'm on this live with you guys, we're going to check it out and see just how simple it is. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys, give me a second here to get ready, is, there we go, how to invite a signer. So once you are on the OneNotary platform, you're going to click this big blue invite a signer button. And then once you click that button, really, the only thing that you need to know is the signer's email address. So you will just type their email address in there. And then if you happen to have the document that needs to be notarized, you can upload it here. And guys, this comes in handy. Maybe you're working with a title company and you are meeting with their clients online to get particular documents notarized for them. Title may send you the document. You can upload it here. Super simple. You just need to make sure to save it in a folder that you can find it in easily and put it right there. Now, if you don't have the document, that's okay. The signer can always upload the document separately on their own. And then once you've got that information in, you just click the blue send invite button. Super simple. You will then see the transaction waiting to be completed there in the My Document section of the OneNotary platform. You'll see that you sent it to the signer. You'll see that you actually uploaded the document. And then by clicking on this actions button, you will see whether or not the signer has completed the things that they need to complete in order for the notarization to continue. How easy is that? You can also do a connection check on this page, guys, to make sure that your audio and video are working well while you are waiting on the signer. Super duper simple. So then, the next thing that you're going to have, so I just showed you what we will do as the notary to invite somebody. So then what does the signer see? Because again, this was another one of my frustrations, is that the process wasn't that easy for signers. And especially if you're dealing with older signers or signers who aren't that tech savvy, you want something that is super simple. Well, let me show you just how simple it is for signers. So when you put in their email address, the signer gets an invitation in their email. It lets them know that the notary has invited them to complete a notarization, and it tells them the things that they're going to need to have in order to be ready for the notarization. A computer, the last 4 digits of their social, they're going to need their smartphone, their driver's license, they're going to need a credit card to pay. And then it lets them know it takes about 10 minutes for them to prepare, and then about 5 minutes to get the actual notarization done. So then whenever they are ready, all they have to do is click on the blue Get Started button down there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to be the signer and the notary, so y'all work with me. So then they'll come to this screen, and then if it's their very first time using the platform, they are going to set up a username and password to access the platform. And now this is awesome because if they become repeat customers, they'll already have a profile. They'll just need to make sure to click the terms of service. And then once they have done that, they click the big blue Get Started button. So then they're going to see the invitation that you sent out to them. And again, it's going to show that you've actually already uploaded the document. All they have to do is click on this blue Actions tab, and it will give them a chance. If the document had not already been uploaded, it will give them a chance to upload a document, or they can just see, hey, the notary already has the document in for me. Because again, guys, both of those things can happen. And so if they are okay with that document that you have uploaded, they just leave it. But if they want to update the document, they certainly can by clicking this update button here. And then they'll basically go through the same steps that I showed you a second ago. They just select the document and then boom, it's there. Then they just click save and next. So super simple on that beginning side for them. All right, so now let me show you the next steps. Because again, this is so simple, guys. Like I said, I'm doing both parts of it. It's hard enough on some platforms to be just the notary or just the signer, but I'm the notary and the signer. So that lets you know just how simple this is. So then guys, once they click this next button, they'll just need to fill in the information that's listed here. And it's all going to be simple stuff that they know. They'll need to put in their date of birth. They should know their date of birth. They're gonna need to put in the last 4 digits of their social security number. They should know the last 4 digits of their social. They're gonna have to put in their home address. And it reminds them that if they've moved in the last 30 days, that they should enter their previous address. And again, if they've already used the platform before, that info will be saved. Then they'll get to the identity verification step, and they will have to answer certain questions. Now, obviously, it's going to have specific information for them, and just make sure to tell your clients to answer these questions carefully. They'll need to make sure that they get them correct so that the notarization can continue. But again, it should all be super duper simple stuff that they know. Then once they've answered those questions, they click save and next. So then the next thing that they're going to do is verify their driver's license, and they do that using their cell phone, which again is awesome. Other platforms make the signers use their webcam, which is a terrible way to do it because webcams don't take great pictures. Most people are able to take a better picture with their cell phone. So then a verification link will be sent to them. So they'll get a text message like that. Let me click on my text. And then once they do that, they will have to click on the link that's in there. Let me click that link. Then they'll have to put the numbers in. And when they do that, they will be prompted to take a picture of their driver's license. Let me do that real quick. Yep. So then they've got the front of their license. Then they'll be told to do the back of the license. So let me do that real quick. They've got the back of their driver's license. And then once I say that those things are good, it lets them know that those photos have been received, and they'll see the process continuing on the computer. So then obviously they will just click that proceed button. They'll be reminded of what the fee is for the notarization. And then they'll be prompted to enter their payment information. So credit card, debit card, we all know how to make payments for stuff online. Not a huge deal. So they're just going to put their card information in there, and then their name, as well as expiration date, and then that little 3-digit code. If the billing address is the same as their home address, they can just leave that checked. But if not, they can uncheck it and put the correct address in, and then click save and next. So that is basically what the signer does. So now they're just waiting for us. They're waiting for the notary, and it lets them know who their notary is. So let me switch over to being the notary. And this is what the screen looks like when the signer is ready. We just hit start session. And when we do that, that's when it takes us to the cool active part of the platform. Now, guys, one of the things I do want to tell you, normally you will see a video of yourself and the signer on the platform. So you'll see over here on this right-hand section, but underneath those green lines, you would normally see your video and the signer's video. You definitely want to make sure you see those. Now, because I'm being the signer and the notary, and I'm on YouTube with you guys with my webcam cannot also be used on the platform. So that's why you don't see those videos there. But in a normal notarization, you would see both your video and the signer's video up on that right-hand side of the screen. Make sure that you see that, because obviously that is crucial. So then it takes just a couple of minutes for the platform to come up. It's got a lot of work to do. It's got to bring in the ID and the document, you, the signer, all that good stuff. But it just takes a moment or so. Does not take long at all. So then you will see first thing the copy of the signer's ID, and then you can use these tools to rotate and enlarge the ID so that you can see it clearly, so that you can then compare the ID to the signer. Because just like with a regular notarization, you still need to compare the signer's ID to the person appearing in front of you in the video. And then you'll also see the credential analysis report from OneNotary that they got from the ID information as well. So you can review that as well. Make sure that the person in the video is the same person that is in the ID. And when you've done that, then super simple, you just click on confirm ID. So then the next thing you'll see is the document. And again, whether you uploaded it or the signer, you will see the document. You can enlarge it, rotate it, whatever you need to do to be able to see it clearly. So let me go back to the signer side real quick and show you what it looks like. The signer will see when you are ready. So they will just click connect on their side of the platform. And again, it just takes a moment for that to pull up. And then they will see that exact same document. And guys, whatever happens on your side, the signer sees on their side as well. But until you place the tags, the signer cannot input any information. So here we are back on the notary side. And we're going to use these tools to put in information. We've got a signer signature tool. We've got a checkbox tool. We've got a signer text tool. We've got the notary seal. We've got a sign here or fill in here, sticky that we can place. We've got a rectangle tool. We've got the notary signature tool and then a notary text tool. So let's go ahead and use the signer free text tool to put in information we need the signer to fill out. So you place it, adjust it however you want, and then when it's ready, make sure to click Ask Signer to fill in. They cannot fill it in until you click that button. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to leave that one ready for the signer and this one not. So you see the difference. One's blue, one isn't. So let's see what it looks like on the signer's side. So here we are on the signer side. And as you can see, the signer is able to fill in information on that, but they're not able to fill in the social security number info because I didn't tell it to ask the signer to fill in. Boom, I'm gonna do it now. So now the signer would be able to fill that in. Then I'm gonna use the checkbox tool because the signer has some selection. So just ask the signer which thing they want to select. And then you're going to place the X there where they need to select. We are also going to place where we want the signer to sign. And again, move it, adjust it, however you need to. Ask them to fill it in. And then we've got one more field here for the signer to fill in. We're going to place that there. And I need to do some adjustment to that real quick so it fits properly on the line. Boom, and ask signer to fill in. Perfect. Now, underneath that, this particular document came with a notarial certificate. Now, if the certificate is correct for your state and correct for online notarization, then you can just use it and fill it in. So we're going to go ahead and use the notary tools to fill in the notarial certificate. Awesome. Put that there. Perfect. And it also does have like some quick tools because there's things you'll use over and over again. So like today's date, you're going to use a lot. Boom, you just click that. You don't have to type it over and over again. Your name is another thing you're going to use over and over again. But if for some reason that's not correct, you can still click into it, make any changes or corrections that you need to make. And let's see, what else do I need to fill out on here? I've got name of signer. So again, that's another thing that you will have to fill out quite a bit, guys. So client full name, that's a quick tool, makes life easy for you. And then commission expiration date. We've got that there. Boom, simple. Awesome. So I can just glance through real quick and make sure I've got everything filled out there. Now, let's say, for example, that certificate was not correct and you needed to attach a certificate. You can create a certificate ahead of time and then attach it to the end of the document. And again, you'll want to create certificates that are compliant for online notarization in your state. You attach it, and then all you have to do is fill the information in. But if for some reason, let's say that you selected that and you don't need it, all you got to do, uncheck attach certificate. Boom, it's gone. Because again, they make it super duper simple. So let's take a look back over to the signer side. So now as the signer, I'm going to fill in some different information here. Because again, on the form, you'll want to make sure that the signer fills in everything that needs to be filled in. We need to check that box, but looks like I forgot to check ask signer to fill in. So let me go back real quick and fix that. Boom, simple. Go back to the signer side here and let's see if that's correct now. Yep, so now, boom, signer can check it. And then the signer can sign and date the document. So with their signature, they can draw a signature, type a signature, or upload a signature. And they can save whatever signature they are using. So if there's multiple signatures required in a document, they only have to draw it once. And if they're not happy with the signature, just click clear, do it again until they are happy with their signature. Perfect. And then click that create button. And then the signer can move or adjust the signature as needed. We're going to go ahead and put the date in there. Perfect. Awesome. And then the signer can look through. They can also see everything that you filled out in the notary certificate as well. So let's go back to the notary side. And now let's complete that notarial certificate. So the first thing I'm going to do is my signature. And then just like the signer, I can draw, type, or upload a signature. And I can also save my signature. So let's do that here real quick. And boom, place that where it needs to go. Then I need to stamp it. So let's grab my notary seal and stamp that. Move that over a bit. Perfect. Awesome. So now everything should be completed. I'm just going to glance through, make sure I didn't miss anything. Now, if for some reason the session needs to be terminated without notarization, you can click that big red button. You can terminate or go back to the notarization, whichever one you need. We're going to go back. I don't want to terminate this. So on the signer side, they also have the opportunity to, again, review the document before things are complete. And then if for some reason they want to exit or terminate the session, they just click exit session. And again, they will have the opportunity to change their mind if they want to and go back to the notarization. But I'm happy, the signer's happy, so we're just going to complete this session because everything looks good. Yep, looks good. I'm a double and triple checker, guys. Sorry, I can't help it. I always like to make sure everything is right. So then once we're good, we click complete session. It reminds us of the fee, which the signer is paying. We can go back if we need to, or we can complete the session. And so then the platform works its magic. It's going to download that completed document. It's going to download the video and all of the other goodies that we need for the notarization and to be compliant. So this is what we see once the notarization has been completed. And we will also have the opportunity here on this screen, guys, to download the video. And again, OneNotary keeps it for 10 years, but you can also download the video if you would like to do so. And so then, yep, there it goes. We are downloading. So this is what it looks like on the signer side. So they now also have an opportunity to download their notarized document by clicking on that link. And let's take a look at it, see what it looks like here. There we go. So we've got the completed document, shows their signature. The document has been notarized. Everything is good to go on their side. Super duper simple. They can just hit the close button when they are ready to close out, and they will have the list of the items that they have completed. So just remind your signers that they will want to download their document as soon as possible, that same day, because those are only kept for a very short period of time. So make sure that your signer downloads their document. When they're done, they can click that log out button to log out of the OneNotary platform. And then you, as the notary, if you are happy, everything is good, you can close out of there to go back to your My Documents section. And again, you'll see a list of all of your completed transactions. You can always click the actions button to go back in, to download video, to get the details of the transaction. And then when you're all done, you can log out of the OneNotary platform as well. Oh my gosh. That was a lot, guys. That was a lot. Oh my goodness. Wow. Sorry about any buffering issues, guys. Hopefully it will catch up to us here in just a second. Awesome. But we are just about done, guys. So this is a great time. If y'all have any questions, that you can ask. If you've got any questions about the platform, we've got OneNotary here on the line. You can ask any questions that you may have. But I know the big question that everybody is going to have is, how in the heck can you sign up for the OneNotary platform? And all you have to do, guys, is go to the OneNotary website at onenotary.us, and you will see a super simple sign up process. And it is really, really easy, guys. All you'll have to do is fill in the information. They actually use knowledge-based authentication to verify who you are and that you are a notary so that you can get set up with the platform super quick. Terry says, or wants to know, signers are not charged for an incomplete session. Is that correct? And so I do believe that that is correct. But again, OneNotary, if you will just verify that for us. Let's see. We got lots of questions going on here, guys. Can you change from Doc Verify? If you are in Texas or Florida, then yes, you can absolutely change from Doc Verify and start using the OneNotary platform. And again, if you're in a state other than Texas or a state other than Florida, trust me, OneNotary will be coming to your state soon. I see tons of other questions coming through, guys. If for some reason we are not able to get to your question, then you can definitely email support@onenotary.com and they will answer questions. So Carol says, so you're not set up yet for loan closing. So correct, not yet, but trust me, it is coming soon. Hopefully before the end of the year, it will be set up for loan closing. So just keep your eyes open for that. And then OneNotary responded, customers are not charged for incomplete sessions. So again, guys, that is 2,000% better than any of the other platforms that are out there. So guys, look, OneNotary is growing by leaps and bounds and making improvements every single day. So if there's something that they don't have right now, trust me, they are working on it and they will have the different functionality out for you very soon. John asked, what about the notary journal? So again, John, OneNotary keeps a transaction of all of your signings for 10 years, and you also are able to download the session video to keep for yourself. Somebody asked, how do you gain access to today's video? Make sure that you are subscribed to OneNotary. It will be in their videos so you can check it out. When do you use the e-certificate? So I think you mixed up a couple of things, Diana. There's a digital certificate and an e-notary seal. You upload your digital certificate to your profile on OneNotary, and then that digital certificate, OneNotary applies it or uses it as necessary on each of the documents that you do. Awesome. Let's see. Somebody already approved on OneNotary, waiting for the 26th so they can go live. So again, and OneNotary, if you'll please type this in for me, the email address where you can contact OneNotary if you have questions is support@onenotary.us. Too much thinking, too much talking at one time. Awesome. So TDS Wells, I didn't see where you would enter the notary journal information that would include state and county. So again, you're obviously going to be in your state because you have to be in your state to complete a notarization. And so obviously you're going to be in your state. And so again, all of the information for your journal is kept on the OneNotary platform as far as where you were at when you did the signing. There we go. OneNotary's got that email address for me, support@onenotary.us. And then they've also got the link where you can purchase the digital certificate. Let's see. Sharon said, for clarification, an IdenTrust certificate that is being used for another platform can be used for OneNotary, or is that considered branded? So if you purchase your certificate from IdenTrust, then yes, you can use it on the OneNotary platform. However, if you purchased it directly from one of the other platforms, sometimes those can only be used on that platform. But if you purchased it directly from IdenTrust, then yes, you can absolutely use it. Oh, and guys, look, OneNotary made a great point. So, hey, if you do email them with any questions or anything, please let them know what state you are in, because obviously things are different in different states. And so in order for them to give you the correct answer about your question, they need to know what state you are in. Realtor D closes. You assume that the state of Florida is already aware? Yes, ma'am. OneNotary does its due diligence. They are already an approved platform for the state of Florida. And then Joy, once set up on an online platform, can a notary work from anywhere in the country? No. Joy, you have to be, as the notary, physically in your state to do notarizations. And again, guys, check out my remote online notarization quick start training program, because again, OneNotary is just a platform. They are awesome at helping and providing information, but it is your job as the online notary to know what the laws are and what the things are that you need to do to be compliant with your state and with your laws. And so again, I help you guys out with that information in my remote online notarization quick start training program. So guys, look, the goal for this webinar was only to be about 45 minutes. I talk a lot, so I've gone over the time, and I know that your time is valuable. Again, the replay of this video is going to be available. And if your question was not answered here, please email OneNotary at support@onenotary.us. Guys, they are super, super responsive and super awesome at getting back to you with any questions. Guys, I look forward to having all of you on the platform with me, enjoying working with OneNotary. I hope that all of you have enjoyed the webinar, and I hope that all of you have a productive and profitable day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.